I must be stupid waiting until 4:40 to head off into traffic, rush hour all the way home, like a dummy. Thank God it's Wednesday though, and weather's nice. Got the top down. All those cold, freezy days make you miserable. Car feels claustrophobic with the roof closed, but I think these days pretty much make up for it. I guess we will see how this sounds. It's fairly windy today, and I'm about to get on the freeways. See if anybody's got any manners. I was at a doctor's office today, and it doesn't feel like anybody has any common courtesy or manners anymore. There was and I'm going to use this word delicately, but I can use this word, white trash. She was white trash. And she was on her speakerphone, and it sounded like she was in some sort of a conference call. Yeah, she was talking like that. And they were talking about who they were going to vote for. I don't know if this was a church trying to figure out who they would support politically or whatever it was. But she was being rude as hell. And at one point, she calls them down for not liking the disrespect. There was disrespect. Baby, you are nothing if not disrespect. But big black sweatpants, covered head to toe in white dog or cat fur. Just don't know how to go out in public, I guess. But she's just having this whole conversation in the middle of a small, packed waiting room, just oblivious, or probably just don't care who can hear whatever's coming out of her big, stupid mouth. Between that and the people next to me with their kid, I'd say he's probably 4. They kept trying to get him to say things, and I don't know if he could talk. I think something was maybe wrong with the boy, but he could certainly belt out, "Wheels on the bus go round and round," as loud as he could. And they just laughed. The rest of us are going, "It's too early for this crap, man. I'm waiting for a doctor's appointment. I don't need higher blood pressure by the time I get in this mug and they take it." I do hate it though. They call you back for your doctor's appointment. You get all happy because, hey, they're calling me back. You know, they go over your meds, they take your blood pressure, they take your weight, God forbid, and then she says, "Well, the doctor's hung up a little longer with another patient, so I'm going to take you back to the waiting room." Oh, thank you, Jesus. Back to that waiting room. On CNN, it was the Attorney General and a couple of members of Congress actively screaming at each other during a hearing today. Not an ounce of decorum and just 10 pounds of pissed off everywhere you go. Now, I'm not racist. That's what everybody says before they say some racist. Not racist. This might sound racist, but just hang on with me for a minute. That office, main doctor is Indian, no problem. As I was leaving, I noticed pretty much all his residents are Indian, no problem. I get it. I'm sure they work well together and understand each other well, and you know, it's just easier for him to choose them as his residents. They had some other multicultural staff in the office, black and white, running the front desk. But here's the funny part, and I joke with you not, when I left, they handed me a piece of paper with his picture on it, the resident that I saw, and his name said, "You saw this guy today." I don't remember his name. And it was like a 20-point checklist. They wanted me to score him like A to F on every section of, did I feel heard? Did I feel like he was understanding me? Could I understand him? did he speak English well? Really? Man, I scored this guy all the way across the top because friendly guy, did a good job. He's putting up in a bad situation just like all of us. No reason to mess him over. But that's crazy. Here's your checklist about this dude. Did he speak English good enough for you? Wow. And here's how you know it's not racist. When I left, I was thinking about, I'm on a different side of town today. What can I eat that might be different for lunch? Ooh, Indian buffet. Hadn't had Indian buffet in probably 10 years, so hey, it's good stuff. Had no idea most of what I was looking at, except for a couple of chicken dishes, but it was good. I'll probably pay for it later. Finally started the time-consuming task of editing some of my earlier test vlog footage to see if I could make anything out of it. Made a mistake like I always do, making these long videos and then having to cut out a bunch of little pieces here and there. That's why I'm trying to short more short pieces. But my first cut, and it's pretty tightly cut, I didn't have a lot of wasted air in it, was about 18 minutes. I mean, if I call it Meals with Matt, which you may be watching right now, I don't know if anybody wants to spend that long eating with me, my God. I don't think I do. All I can say on these days when I get to put the top down is thank the Lord, because a couple weeks ago we were iced in. This whole little podunk town of a couple 100,000 just shut down for several days because we don't have the infrastructure for salt or plows or any of that stuff. We don't have it happen enough to spend that kind of money. So nice to be out with the sun in my hair. What's left of it. It's strange, it's Wednesday and normally we have church on Wednesday evening. We had a special occasion last night, had a visiting minister and had a great time. That was Tuesday. I'm not gonna know what to do with having a whole Wednesday night off. Hadn't done that in a while. I guess just like everybody else, or probably even more, I digest so much news every day, try to look at different places, but country is so, and it's not just America. You look at it, it's in Great Britain, it's everywhere. So polarized, so divided, can't agree on anything. And what's funny, and this is not funny, they both claim to have God on their side. So did both sides of the Civil War. So did both sides of every major war. I promise you right now, these two sides do not have God on their side. You say, I don't know what it's going to take to ever bring people back together and get people get along. I do. Only God can bring all these heathens back together and, you know, get rid of the ones that can't be fixed and fill the world with people that want to get along and love one another. I know, doesn't sound right coming from a southern white man, but, you know, you got to give us all a chance sometimes. I'm not sure how to end these little videos, but if you've hung on till the end listening to my silly ramblings, God bless you. You need it. Hell, we all do. But looks like I've made it to the neighborhood. Hadn't been pulled over yet, so y'all have a good night. We'll catch you in the next one, if there is one.